All right, this is what everyone's been waiting for, the Balls Deep 2012 Texas Rangers preview. I'm here with Mr. Littlebody, Braveheart the dog. He's blind. He's got one eye, but it's blind anyhow. The other eye was taken out of his head. He had glaucoma because feral cats attacked him in his own yard, which is the ultimate insult. He's from Texas, and he doesn't allow that. He ends up fighting the cats. He doesn't let them go, but they get a couple good claws in. Trauma-induced glaucoma, boom. What are you going to do about it? Texas Rangers, we are very hyped about this year. They've added Yu Darvish. A lot of people think he may be the best pitcher of all time. It's certainly possible. I don't like to get ahead of myself. I don't like to go out on limbs. But this is a limb I'm going to go out on, and we'll see if the branch can hold me. Yu Darvish, we're going to say he's going to win 17 games. Now, again, win total is not a great metric to use when judging a pitcher's quality. As we all know from Matt Cain, one of the top 20 pitchers in baseball, and every year he gets 10, 12, 13 wins because his team can't score. But Yu Darvish is going to have a hell of a year. Great pitcher. Great pitcher. Best ever? Maybe. All right, Rangers, they're loaded everywhere. Top 5 offense in baseball every year. Left fielder, crackhead, Josh Hamilton. He's had some drug problems. I hope the Rangers don't give him a long-term contract because his body is breaking down like an old Thai hooker. But he can rake. I don't know if he'll play 110 games or 130, but when he plays, he'll hit. One of the best hitters I've ever seen. Right fielder, Nelson Cruz. Probably hit about 280, 30 jacks. Missed another 30 games with hamstring issues, as always. Third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Best defensive third baseman of all time. He and Scotty Rowland. The guy should hit 25, 30 homers, 300 average. Best defensive third baseman in the league. Best shortstop in the American League defensively, Elvis Andrus. Getting better and better every year. Probably hit 280, get 40, 50 steals. Second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Not too shabby himself. Another 30-30 guy. First baseman, Mitch Moreland. We can do without him. Catcher, Mike Napoli. Good hitter. Really raked last year for the Rangers. Helped get them to the World Series. Hit like 350 after the All-Star break. The pitching is good. It is really good. I mean, Yu Darvish, Colby Lewis, Derek Holland, Neftali Feliz, if he's a starter. If not, he'll go back to the pen. Matt Harrison, not a big fan, but he's your number 5 starter. Who cares? If the Giants can win the World Series with Barry Zito as their number 5 starter, then the Rangers can probably get to the World Series and lose it with Matt Harrison. Bullpen is a huge strength. Huge strength. They signed Joe Nathan. I'm not a huge fan. I mean, he's one of my favorite pitchers, one of my favorite closers of the last decade, but I don't know how much he has left. We'll see. He's going to blow some saves. Setup man, Mike Adams, great setup man. They've got Mark Lowe, who I personally think should retire. Koji Uehara, I think he's good. He had a tough playoffs, but I think he's good. Scotty Feldman is from Burlingame down south where I work. Not a big fan of Scotty Feldman, but it doesn't matter. This team is loaded. Designated hitter, Michael Young, good hitter. Kings, Cronenbums, and Codgers, Kings. Adrian Beltre and Yu Darvish. Come on. Best players in baseball. Cronenbums? None. Codgers? None. This team doesn't have any Cronenbums or Codgers. This team is very, very close to perfect. We're going to win 96, 97 games. That's what we're going to give the Rangers. Mr. Littlebody also agrees. 96, 97 wins. We're going to win the first round of the playoffs. They're going to win the second round of the playoffs. They're going to get to the World Series. Things are probably going to go awry because they have a really lousy manager. And I know everyone piles on him, and then all the Rangers fans in Dallas who read the newspaper say, oh, he's a great motivator. He's great with players. And he may well be. But when Game 6, Ron Washington has Mike Adams in the bullpen, the best setup man in baseball, who they traded from the Padres, he's got him, and he leaves Derek Holland in there against Alan Craig. And I'm sitting there, and I said this in real time because I'm not one of those guys who second guesses after the game. I do it right when the manager's doing it. I said, why is he leaving a lefty in to face a righty? Alan Craig, home run. Then it's a 2-run lead, and it falls apart from there. You bring in Mike Adams, who knows what happened? Maybe they blow it anyway. But you don't go out and get Mike Adams and then not use him on a righty-righty situation. Still mad about Ron Washington. The year before against the Giants, he used Vladimir Guerrero in the field. So they're going to win despite Ron Washington. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm sure he's fun to do cocaine with. I'm sure a lot of Rangers are, to be honest with you. But Ron Washington's not a good manager. And he's been outmanaged 2 straight World Series by Bruce Bochy, a great manager, and Tony La Russa, a great manager. But the Rangers are going to win the division. I'm very confident. It's going to be a good year. Yu Darvish, possibly the best pitcher of all time. Peace out. Balls deep.